Hey guys, this is Joe with Vassar's Woodworking here. Today I'm going to be running through cutting a piece of ash that is 8 feet long by about 9.5 inches wide. My objective with this one is to get one 2¼ inch river slab and a 4x4 out of this. In the end I ended up getting the 2¼ inch river slab and a 4x4 post with another board that's about 2x4 size. I can use that for trimming out a table or something along those lines. I got as much out of this as I could. It wasn't a super big piece, but it gave me the things I needed. Alright, in this clip you can see my markings where I've got the top, the first cut I'm going to make, that just shaves off that first piece of slab wood. Then I've got my second mark, which is the 2¼ down. And then that bottom one, that gives me 4 inches from the center of where the grain comes together, which is what you want to use for your 4x4s. It makes them the strongest, and hopefully they look relatively the same with dark wood all the way through. Alright, so I've got the log flipped over because I had it marked where my next cut was going to be. It's pretty quick, pretty easy. I can just drop the saw head down and make the cut. I don't have to do any measuring at this point. It saves me a lot of time in the end by marking them first and kind of laying out what I want to do before I make the cuts. So for these next couple cuts, what I'm going to do is use both my log clamps, because if you don't, the log tends to move a little bit, and I want to make sure it's held 100% in place. Otherwise, the back side can kind of lift up a little bit just from the saw running through it and the blade kind of trying to go its own direction. You can see where I'm going to be marking this side for my 4x4s. Again, I work out from the center, mark my 4 inches, and then see what I have left for other cuts. The pieces like this one where it looks like I have a lot of lumber left, especially on one side, I separate them from everything else from the junk wood because I can use the table saw and end up cutting some boards out of there. Should be pretty easy to do later on. Here in a little bit my camera shut off. I don't know why it does this sometimes. I think it has to do with the memory cards and the speed that they can that you can write to a memory card. So if you're using like a Canon T2 Rebel or any of those, make sure you invest in better memory cards so they can load media faster onto the memory card. Here I'm just trying to show what I got out of that. My one river slab, the 2x4, and the 4x4 post. As always, please subscribe to my channel. Hopefully I can continue to bring more content and projects that I'm working on.